Good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. Drew Rebar, auditing Reno 911. And is what part 3 of obeying Judge Ann Traum's orders. If you haven't watched before, well, I filed a lawsuit against Washoe County, Nevada, and the local LGBTQ nonprofit, Our Center. And it's pretty much, as far as I see, the actions in the documents show the case. So the only way that these people have to fight me is to lie. And so an attorney named Lindsay, Liddell, and Alison have gone to the courts and lied to the courts about my actions, what I've done. They've had false affidavits filed, sent out emails. They've tried to disparage me. That's what they do. That's their modus operandi, the lying government employees and their non-profit, non-governmental get our tax dollars agenda. So anyways, by order of the court, I am required to go through all of my videos on all of my channels, and I've got, 6 channels or something like that, I forget. Anyways, subscribe, like, do all that other good stuff. Comment, what do you think of a judge ordering the person in a civil rights case suing the government? What do you think of me having to do the government's work? They put a restraining order on me telling me I couldn't talk about certain things. I shared that earlier. And now I'm required to go find the evidence against myself that doesn't exist. So really, I'm just required to spend a lot of time, waste time when I could be writing a motion for a third amended complaint that I'm going to file. Anyways, let's get back to work here. And glasses go here so I can see what I'm doing actually. And let's see, we want to bring this screen online because this is where we ended off last night. Excuse me. So what we've got to do is on all of our social media sites, we've got to find anything that mentions Lindsay, Liddell, or Alison, Kertis. And I've got to give a link to the video and a date and a time of all that good stuff. And basically find a video that, well, I talked about them. And talking about government employees and attorneys that you're involved in a lawsuit with is pretty much a criminal act in the United States of America. So let's start scrolling down here. See what we can find. This is where I'm talking about City of Reno giving money, this private event that they kicked me out of. So I don't think their name's in there. Whoops, Yvonne Allen. Oops, this is one of the people, supposedly I've doxed her and her girlfriend or something like that for putting up that they work for the government and where they work for the government. And I guess that's doxing now, is if you tell somebody that they work for the government and what department of the government they work for. Next thing, let's see. So I don't think I mentioned any attorneys' names in that one. That's the key. This one here is it's about who people sleep with. I don't care. So I don't think I mentioned the attorney names in there. Here's P.K. O'Neill. He announced his retirement from the Nevada Assembly. So that means I am running as a candidate along with two other women. The two women that are running against me both have worked for the government for many, many, many years. One is the ex-DMV director. The other is the ex-director of the Ethics Commission. If you know anything about the Ethics Commission, they turn down most of the complaints and ignore the public and pretty much let the corrupt people get away what they want to get away with. And then there's the DMV director. Do you want your government to be more like the DMV? If you don't like any of these two answers, well, vote for me. I just want accountable government. So let's make the whistleblower laws better so they're more protective and encourage good employees to turn in bad employees, and that'll solve half the problem. And then if you hold the bad employees accountable, that solves the problem. Get rid of the corruption. What better way to root the corruption out from the inside and making incentives for the, like I said, make incentives for the good people to continue doing their good, and we get rid of the bad people. How much money would we save? How much better would it be for we the people that just need service from our government? Anyways, let's keep going down here so we continue. What was my motivation for running for office? Is that video. This one is more talking about the taxes that got paid. I don't see any of their names in that description. Detail with funds. I'm worried about money. This one I talked about Yvonne Allen again, so I don't think I talked about the attorneys there. Ban list. I don't know how much I talked about these attorneys in the rest of these videos that I've got going here. Oh, I love you, Randy. Hey, Randy. How you doing, buddy? So, I wonder about people like Randy here. Are guys like this in on the corruption? Are they like government employees? Or are they beneficiaries of all these non-government organizations that are stealing all of our money? So, Randy, thanks for showing yourself. And, since you mentioned it, let's see here. Excuse me. Let's see here. So, Randy, if you want to send me some money, let me get you down here. If you want to send me some money for my food, Randy, since you're feeling so helpful, there's my Cash App. Go scan that. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And there you go. Yeah. So if you do want to donate to my cause, help me with the government. I'm still trying to find an attorney if anybody wants to help me out with that, and carry these cases forward to hold the government accountable. And that way, people like good old Randy here. We gotta get to the food pantry. Randy, send me some food since you're so compassionate, dude. So just give me one more second here. Change some more stuff around, and then I'll try to get back to finding some more of the naughty videos that made the government employees afraid of me, that they had to get a restraining order against me. So, back to this. Okay, back to looking for attorneys. Lindsay, Liddell, and that's the Washoe County District Attorney, and Alison, Kertis, who works for Sierra Crest Law Group. So I don't think I mentioned their names in there. Did I mention their names in this video? Don't think I did. Don't see their names in that video. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Isn't this fun? So back in September 29th, I had 65,000 people following my Facebook page, Rebar for Nevada Assembly. And I think today I'm up to 118,000. So yeah, amazing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Some people are interested in corrupt government. Don't think I talked about him here. This is Mr. Stuart Hanty in this video. He's a retired Nevada Highway Patrol guy, sheriff of Mineral County, ex-police chief, and he's convicted right now. So that thin blue line, he was on one side of it for many years, hey, and then they came for him. So don't think I talked about any of the attorneys on any of these things here. What do we got here? We got district attorney, the lying deputy district attorney. So I think I mentioned him here in this one, so I should probably share this. Make sure they got a link to me criticizing the lying deputy district attorney to her boss. So look at this dude's eyes. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can expand it. Let me put this link in my documents so the court gets their stuff. Public records. What you talking about, public records? Not quite sure. Looks like you noticed may not reach you sub yet. Yeah, everybody sub. If you're watching, you haven't subbed. Subscribe to the channel. Or follow me on the page, whichever, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, on all those. And so I got him in there. Yeah, I named a whole bunch of people in here. Sierra Crest Business Law Group. Yeah. Oops, I spelled that wrong there. Would. Go back and fix that later, I guess. Okay. Again, Lindsay, Liddell, Alison, Kertis. There he is, next employee. Well, DA involved with this Ching guy. So yeah, talking about a corrupt Washoe County District Attorney's Office. Let's see if I can find something else here. Right, give me just a minute. Ching, 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 Ching. Where did it go? Anyways, I can't find it. But this DA, guy named Ching, he worked for the Washoe County District Attorney's Office, and well, he went to the pepper mill one night, so the story goes, and he was harassing this woman, flopping his junk out in public, and yeah. So what's going on at the Washoe County District Attorney's Office, where they got deputy DAs flashing their stuff and harassing women? Anyways, I guess he's no longer a deputy DA. That's what you got going on over at this office here. It's wanting a temporary restraining order. So let's think about this some more. So we got deputy DAs flopping their junk out in public, losing their jobs. At least they lost their job for that one. You got ex-Reno police commanders soliciting minors. You got this Hour Center thing that pretty much says they're teaching children how to do things to themselves, you know, and grooming them essentially. Yeah, so there seems to be a whole bunch of phone's going crazy here. Sexual stuff going on with the government employees. What's up with that? So yeah, I talked about a DA here. Let's see what I said. A criminal complaint against one of my ex-employees, and they arrested my ex-employee and tried to prosecute him. So I reached out to the ex-employee's attorney and gave him a whole bunch of public records that I've got. And then miraculously, that case was dismissed against the ex-employee for the criminal charges. And the DA that was doing it was this Ching guy. And then they also wrote a criminal complaint against one of my. So yeah, there's that one. So yeah, that's about Ching. Should I write Lindsay Liddell's name in there so I can remind him of that and put that in the file? Anyways, yeah. West Virginia donations. Nope, didn't talk about the attorneys there. Oh, I talked about an attorney here. Let's see here. Let's see what this one was. I think this was a good video. Rewind that.
He gave him $10,000. How is that renting the area? When $10,000 of my tax money, your tax money, all these people's tax money went into the event to make it a private event. And Yvonne Allen, who is a vice chair of a city commission, I think, she even went online and said, we're doing this so we can exclude people we don't like.
I don't know what.
Well, that's why I sent you the information and gave you 2 weeks to.
So this guy is Carl Hall. He is the city of Reno elected city attorney.
Reply, but like you said, you don't really give a shit. Well, the city gave him $10,000. How is that renting the area? When
city paid 10 grand to this LGBTQ organization is what they're saying. Uh-oh. Did I, Sierra Crest Law Group, I named the law group in this one. I might have to put this in the report for the court here. Let's see what I said. How the attorneys for our center, that's the local LGBTQ organization, law firm called Sierra Crest Law Group, business law, and their attorney, a woman named Alison Kertis, is trying to get a restraining order against me to remove all my videos about the Our Center. Yeah, and I removed about, they got that temporary restraining order, and I took about 300 different posts down. So I got to start putting those back up, especially because some of the posts were the exhibits that I've used in my court case. The court ordered me to remove exhibits that I'd filed with the court because the defense told them to. Think about that. You go to court, you think it's going to be fair, but then the court orders you to remove your own exhibits. Stop talking about the Sierra Crest Law Group that's, from what I'm seeing, telling lies about me in sworn affidavits to the court. Okay, yes, that one I definitely need to put in the thing because I said naughty things about this lawyer and her law firm. We wouldn't want that, would we? We wouldn't want to tell the truth. Okay, I don't think I got anything in that video. Sorry, this video is kind of this is just tedious. This video must be tedious too. Just bullshit. Much rather be out hanging out with my family, taking care of my stuff, running my business. But I'm not allowed to do those things right now because I posted stuff about the government on the internet. And the government doesn't like it. So let's see here. What do we got? September 27th. No, that's all Stuart Hanty stuff. I don't think that has anything to do with the lawyers. Uh-oh, does this one have anything to do with the lawyers, litigation, lawsuit? That's the city of Reno, I believe.
I was just wondering, were you going to respond to my, not going to respond to the notice of intent to sue, so you just rather have me motion to include the city of Reno in the lawsuit?
What are you gonna do?
Well, I told you what I'm going to do, but I told you I'd much rather resolve the problem, change some policy, and have very nominal issues. So how come the city would rather go through the expense of a lawsuit, risk a high payout to me that I'm not trying to get, instead of just solving the problem? I was just wondering, were you going to...
So, nope, mentioned lawsuits, but that's Carl Hall again. Let's see, expresses, arrests. So I don't think I mentioned any lawyers in this one here. Nope, I mentioned, here's this dude right here.
Who banned me?
Requesting you to leave.
Okay, I'll leave. Who banned me, though?
I've got somebody coming to explain that.
Okay. Who banned me? I just want to know that.
Okay, my friend.
So this guy right here, this man, the judge in the case refers to this as a she. Now, if you want to play pretend, cool. But let's be real straight up. If you were born with male parts and male chromosomes, you're a man. If you were born with female parts, female chromosomes, you're a female. But I guess the mental illness is that our courts, yeah, this is a real problem. This right here is the problem. When the courts cannot determine that this is a man and they call it a female because they're mentally, I don't know. I've never been in that position. Thank God. But this is the up is down, down is up, right is left, and left is right. And 1 + 1 certainly don't equal 2. So yeah, that's where our problem is. That's where the problem is in our society right now. Yeah, I think you're probably right in this one. Let's see, we're up to September 27th. How many more videos I got? And this is only one site, so I don't think I mentioned any attorneys in that one. Nothing there. Oh, this is the Carl Hall one there again. Good morning. Or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. More Stuart Hanty, me speaking to the City Reno guy. Stuart Hanty. This must have been Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace, Charlie. And Ms. Kertis. Oh, got to post this one because I talked about, let's see what I said about Kertis in this one here. The court thing just seems like a big waste of time instead of reasonable people sitting down with each other and going, this is right, this is wrong, let's solve the problem. Evidently, Ms. Kertis is against that. So anyways, for safe harbor, I've given her that opportunity with the issue with the UNR police where her name was mentioned without me bringing it up. On the other hand, with this motion she brought against me to get the restraining order, guess what she never gave me? So, that being said, September 12th, September 12th, 2025, Defense Counsel Alison Kertis wrote, I am unaware of any communication on my end with anyone from UNR and the School of Social Work or their security. Hang on. Okay. So that's me talking about her asking for a restraining order a while ago. And I gave her what's called safe harbor. She never gave me any safe harbor, and they should have just not even issued the restraining order based on the failure of the defense to follow the rules. Okay, and there's the banned list. And okay, GPS data. GPS, modern cell phones. Oh, here, I might have talked about them because I'm talking about. This is about the sworn affidavits where attorney Alison Kertis's employees said that I was stalking or harassing them or doing something at their spot. So let's see what this one says here. Might have more evidence than just GPS, but I think the GPS pretty much. Solves the problem. Now, what'll be interesting is, like I said, I'm looking for the metadata from when these lawyer people wrote these declarations. So I want the metadata from the computer. So, Judge, hopefully you'll give me that information. Also want the GPS from these people to see where they were. They're saying that I was at certain places. I got my GPS. So were they really at work at those days? What will their GPS say about them? And then, obviously, I want to confront accusers. So I've asked the courts to allow me to, put them on the stand, put them under oath, and ask them some questions. What kind of car was I driving when I was driving by? What kind of car was it? You should really be careful of making accusations against anybody unless you're 100% true to the courts, especially somebody like me and many other people that have a propensity to record our actions. Technology is a curse, and at the same time, sometimes it's a blessing. So anyways, that's part of what's going on with my lawsuit with our center. Okay. What else do we got? Pretty much the same thing here. I'll put this in there just for fun. So I'm talking about the restraining order stuff. Okay, what else do we got here? So anyways, if you're catching up, I'm looking for the attorneys that are defending the government and the nonprofit organization that gets money from the government. And I filed a lawsuit. So I'm just repeating myself from earlier, just for anybody that's new watching this, coming in the middle. The courts ordered me to find any posts that I've made these attorney names because, well, you're not allowed to talk about these attorneys, so their names may disappear. This video may disappear if the court doesn't like it. Uh-oh, did I mention there? I don't think their names are on the page of this here. What do we got? Let's jump through it a little ways. My free speech, Governor. Yeah, okay. I don't think I mentioned their names in that one. That's an old one. Know all about that. It's nothing to do with this one. body camera from another one. This is Matthew Winterhawk. He's running for governor of Nevada against Joe Lombardo. He's a Republican. And met him the other day. Nice guy. But he's going up against the Joe Lombardo machine. And he's pretty much going up against the cabal that runs the state. But I've been going up against the ball too, so this one is not anything to do with that. This has nothing to do with it. No Lindsay, Liddell, no Alison, Kertis. Uh-oh. Alison, Kertis, I said the name in this one. I'm just going to share this one, put it in my link. Paste. And move on and not make you listen to that one there, unless you wanted to listen to it. And whoops, this is when I got to this is, I think, when this is when my case was dismissed after getting arrested for hotboxing. So that's what that gal right there in the very beginning was doing. But so yeah, but no Lindsay, Liddell in that, so we got to skip past all this stuff. What's that? Nope, nothing there. Uh-oh, I was naughty. Look at me. I tried to, I posted that they were trying to get a restraining order against me back in September 25th, and look at where we are today. No bueno. So let's put that link in to our exhibits here. Corrupt government city attorney. Oh, that's me getting arrested some more there. This is Liddell or Kertis. Phone keeps going here. Oops, lying lawyers. Here we go. Got to put this in the thing here. Okay, keep going. Nothing there. What are we down to? September 23rd. We're moving along. And look at this right here. No mentioning of the attorneys, I don't think, in any of this. Nope, no mention of the attorneys. There's the girl picking her nose. These are the people harassing me. But they said that I was really harassing them. I'm really harassing them. This is how the government turns the story around. Government says I'm harassing these assholes that follow me to meetings and sit next to me and pick their fucking nose. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Bueno's famous. God bless Bueno. Bueno went viral. I think Bueno got at least 500,000 views in the channels or more. He might even have more by now. God bless Bueno. Phone keeps going here this morning. No. Did I talk about any Washoe County overstep banning unacceptable? Yeah, I don't think I talked about the attorneys in this stuff. This is about these crazy German filmmakers that follow me around now. They even came to court the other day with me. So when I was in front of this judge getting this restraining order changed around or whatever, These two showed up in court. So it's like they really want to be involved in the lawsuit. I don't know why you'd want to do that. What's this here? Mayor received some advice. Okay. No, I don't think I got anything there. Oops. Is this anything here? How long is this video? What is this video? Oh, this one got 27. It's got a bunch of likes. Did I talk about anything in this one? Yeah, this one went pretty viral.
And that's what I've got here today is government officials violating the law, violating constitutional rights. So this might be a good video. People might like this one.
Very cool.
And then people will do what they do, send emails, make comments, vote, and maybe we'll get some change. Who knows?
Oh, didn't mention.
And that's what I've got here today is government officials violating the law, violating constitutional rights. So this might be a good video. People might like this one.
That thing to stop. Okay. What was this one? 51 seconds. I don't think I mentioned the attorney's names. Maybe it's, yeah, I just said I was upset. Here are these guys from, yeah, I don't think I mentioned the attorney's names. Got arrested. Guy speaking to a city council. He doesn't like the Muslim prayer coming to at 5 a.m. or whatever, something like that. So this is where they said, they might have said something in this one. Banned.
Who banned me?
Requesting you to leave.
Okay, I'll leave. Who banned me though?
I've got somebody coming to explain that.
Okay. Yeah, who banned me? I just want to know that.
Okay.
My friend, we've already.
There's the guy that the court and the attorneys for Washoe County call a girl. This keeps ringing here. So let's. Hey Paul. I'm doing a live stream right now. So you're live.
Oh, excellent.
That's why I'm. Yeah, I'm just trying to go through a bunch of stuff for the court.
Excellent. Well, I've got it wrapped. I'm emailing it to you, and when would you have a chance to so we can go over line by line before I turn it in?
Sounds good, man.
When would you have time now?
No, I got to do because I got to get to September 1st in my videos. I got to go back through every single video that I've ever posted from back to September 1st that mentions Lindsay, Liddell, or Alison, Kertis, and I got to turn it in to those attorneys tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So I'm on a deadline, and I'm live streaming right now just to get through it.
Well, I almost guarantee you we could do this in 10 minutes anytime.
Okay. Yeah, let me finish in about an hour or so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay. So back to this. Like I said, don't think I mentioned them in this one. There's one of these where he told we said their names in one of these. I don't think these are them yet. This is back to getting banned from Pride. This is Nevada State Senator Edgar Flores being arrested for driving down in Las Vegas. Vegas cops found him sleeping in his car in the middle of the road. That's what you get to do when you're a Nevada senator, right, Edgar? Yeah, this is sad, ain't it? Let's talk about how sad this is. The court orders me, because the defense can't find the offensive material, so the court orders me to go back and find all my videos where I mention the defense. So I'm getting punished and having to waste my time and live streaming my tweets and Facebooks and all the bullshit. And I got to go through every goddamn channel and let them know where I mention the names of these two fucked up and mentally ill attorneys. At least Lindsay Liddell, Washoe County Deputy District Attorney, she's had to go to mental health counseling to deal with me. When all you got to do, Lindsay, is sit down with me and look at the documents and say, did the county fuck up or not? But instead, you got to play these bullshit games where you're afraid. There ain't nothing to be afraid of here. It's just videos. It's just your emails from the county where you guys fucked up and decided you wanted to deprive certain people of their constitutional rights within Washoe County. And that's why we need to get rid of your boss, Chris Hicks. So, damn right, Chad Wib PC, whatever the fuck. This is fucked up. This is a waste of time. You know why I'm really doing this? I don't expect anybody really to be watching a whole lot of these videos because these videos right here are lame and dumb. Because all that it is me scrolling backwards like the courts ordered me to go find these fucking videos about these piece of shit attorneys. Because here, they like to use the words against me in court, so I'll give them some more words to use. Whacked out, fucking psychotic, probably borderline personality disorder, lying sacks of shit attorneys that are supposed to work for the public, but they really work against us. Anyways, thanks, Chad. If you can't tell, I might be a little, have a little bit of frustration built up inside of me. So, let's see. Here comes a time for ones who decry others to see at times they are playing poker with a pair of twos, thinking they're on their way to the bank, detective. I don't think I got a pair of twos. I think I got videos that show exactly what the letter of the law says. I think I've got emails. So, say what you think. Indeed, it does. Most attorneys that I've found in my life have lied to me. I've had one good one. Thank you, Rich. But most of the others have been lying sacks of shit, and I've gone through a lot of attorneys. Spent 15 years in family court trying to be a dad. Oh, there's her name, Kertis. So let's include this one in our penance to the court for criticizing the government. What did we say in this one? Let's listen to this one here for a second.
Legal matters, the cease and desist confusion and public records pursuit.
Actually, I'll give you some more information. Build Our Center Incorporated is represented by an attorney named Lindsay Liddell. And Lindsay Liddell sent me an email trying to get me to cease and desist, and I asked her specifically who she represented. She represents Build Our Center Incorporated. She does not represent anybody else. I'm a pro se litigant looking for information with regards to my ongoing lawsuit and my attempt to amend my lawsuit. So is Ms. Liddell trying to intimidate me through you guys? What what documentation do you guys have from them? See, I gave you some more information. Now you give me some.
I don't, so we'll ask Alison. I'm looking right now.
Because if you have something to serve me, I would love to be served, and then I would love to walk away with it.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
100%. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm also trying to understand the circumstances here, because it sounds like a private cease and desist, which wouldn't have anything to do, literally, it has nothing to do with us.
Well, yeah, it's she can pound sand.
Sure.
I'm entitled to public records. Just because I filed a federal lawsuit doesn't mean I can't get public records.
Yeah, we agree. For the record, we agree. So I would love to see whatever document they're talking about.
Well, here.
Okay. So that one had to go in the list. Get arrested. This guy here. So, Islamic mayor, dude. These are the people that supposedly I'm threatening. I guess I threatened these people and made them afraid of me too. See, there I am in the purple shirt, and she's sitting right next to me just picking her nose. Nothing there. Call the police. Don't think I mentioned any of the attorneys in this section of the video. Nope, none there. This is the government employees that don't want to give you public records. Didn't mention any attorneys outside. Just a whole bunch of ups. Here we go. Got to share this one. I mentioned something here. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Get a copy of that. Blow it up here.
Crest Law Firm, right?
This is Alison Kertis.
Alison Kertis. Lindsay Liddell is the attorney for Washoe County. She's a government employee. So they're still trying to interfere with a political candidate.
They're making legal assertions that are at whatever level of civil or criminal court that you're going to be in.
Oh.
Yep, gotta tell the government about. Whoops, might have talked about them in this one here too. So hope I didn't say anything really naughty about them.
I'll give you some more information. Build Our Center Incorporated is represented by an attorney named Lindsay Liddell. And Lindsay Liddell sent me an email trying to get me to cease and desist, and I asked her specifically who she represented. She represents Build Our Center Incorporated. She does not represent anybody else. I'm a pro se litigant looking for information with regards to my ongoing lawsuit and my attempt to amend my lawsuit. So is Ms. Liddell trying to intimidate me through you guys? What what documentation do you guys have from them? See, I gave you some more information. Now you give me some.
I don't, so we'll ask Alison.
I'm looking right now.
Because if you have something to serve me, I would love to be served, and then I would love to walk away with it.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
100%. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm also trying to understand the circumstances here, because it sounds like a private cease and desist, which wouldn't have anything to do. Literally, it has nothing to do with us.
Well, yeah, it's she can pound sand.
Sure.
I'm entitled to public records. Just because I filed a federal lawsuit doesn't mean I can't get public records.
Yeah, we agree. For the record, we agree. So I would love to see whatever document they're talking about.
Well, here.
Okay. Here's another one. Found another one. Better copy this one to the list too. Kertis, tell me how it can be classified as private. Let's talk. Let's figure this out. Or are you just trying to waste the court's time? So that's what I think you're trying to do, is just waste the court's time. IRS compliance. Kertis, tell me how it can be classified as private. Come on, there we go. Shut that down. Nothing there. This is all different stuff. Catch lying attorney. Yep, I said you're a lying attorney, so we share that with the court. So the moral of the story here, I think, is don't accuse an attorney of lying. Going up. This is the dude. So remember the dude I showed you earlier where the court says this is a girl? I don't know if this has a name. I just find this.
Well, you did try to
hard to
kick me
believe.
off too. Why do you think I deserve fewer civil rights than you do?
I'm not going to answer this question.
Well, no, you're all about equality, right?
I would never say I'm all about equality.
No, not about equality. Inclusiveness?
That's an act. I'm not all about any inclusive. I'm multifaceted, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you think, I'm not going to keep, well, you did try to, you kicked me out too.
They're not all about equality, just their own rights. But yeah, that's not a dude, that's a girl, according to the court. What we got here? Nothing there. Nothing there. Oops. Is there something here? No, nothing there. Don't think there's anything in this one. Don't think there's anything in that one. Nothing there. How long is that one there? 29. Don't think you got anything in there. Oh, this one here. This one might have something. There's scratching his beard. Band list. Camera. Band list. Okay, so this is just all about the band list. And this one, I think, well, this one's got the whole thing, so we better make a list of that one. Plus, if I do this on a live stream, then I've documented that I did this. And that way, if they try to throw me in jail for not obeying the rules, I can say, hey, here's a whole video of me complying with your rules. Spending how many hours this weekend trying to do this crap? Oops, what's this one? Sierra Crest Business Law Group. Yeah, I mentioned the Sierra Crest Business Law Group, so I better share this one. Yep, Alison Kertis is in the comments, so make sure I share this. This is just mind-numbing. There. Charlie Kirk. He was murdered on September 10th, so this was 8 days after he got assassinated. Journalist, didn't talk about him in that one. There's the gay dude that's transsexual or whatever he is. I think what I really just hate is the lack of integrity and honesty. This is where the senator got arrested again. Senator Flores. There's the dean of the School of Social Works at University of Nevada, Reno. If your kids are going to go to that school, I wouldn't recommend it. They're a little bit whacked out. They're very woke. Very, very woke over there. I think I like you, Chad. Chad, you're my buddy. This would be like going back to a where you had your no, this ain't fucking normal. This ain't normal at all. Oh crap. Facebook ran out of memory. I got to go back and scroll all the way back down through here. Chad's roasting weenies on his grill. You see that? Is that a kind of metaphor, Chad? I don't know. Let me show you what my computer did to me. Thanks to the court here. Oh, totally lost the connection here. To share screen. Back to Facebook. Share. So anyway, sorry to bore you all with this, but we got to scroll all the way back down to, what was it, September or whatever. So we'll try to get there as quick as we possibly can. Hey, Chad, I remember when I could go outside and go work in my yard instead of having to deal with this bullshit. Okay, keep scrolling down. Hey, we're all the way back to November now. Oh, we're still in November. We just got to get all the way through October. Is there a faster way to do this? Maybe there's a faster way by pushing the button. I don't know if it's faster or not. All that I know is it's mind-numbing. You know, Chad, not that I ever would make fun of anybody, especially myself. Laugh at myself every day when I wake up in the mirror. But you kind of remind me of Florida elections, hanging chads. They called them hanging chads in the Florida elections. It was that the Bush, anyways, go back. It was the Bush election, I think, where the Supreme Court installed Bush. And I didn't like Bush, either one of them. Hell, I don't think I've liked many of the presidents. They've all been pretty fucked up, in my opinion, never helped anybody. Always seem to be helping themselves instead of helping the people, or lying to the people. Why do you suppose it is a lot of the politicians just lie to us? Why do you think that is? So we're October. So I got the rest of October to get through, I think. Back down to September. That screen popping off screwed the whole thing up. Kind of like that comment, Chad. So what you're saying is, I or you as a human being, because I'm forced to interact with the government in my business. I'm forced to interact with them. And I don't want to interact with them, but I'm forced to. And the whole reason I started doing this was because the government started changing their laws on me without changing the laws. And they started enforcing things that were not lawful. And how do you prove the government's breaking the law other than documenting the government breaking the law? So, unfortunately, when the government fucks with me, well, I take a camera out and record it and document it. And now I put it online and I get people like you to watch it. So thanks, Chad, because I am monetized. So I do appreciate your view. Thank you for contributing to my family. Oh, here's that. Oh, Chad, you say, why do I do this? Well, I think this right here is really why do I do this? Because this is an example of the government, Lindsay Liddell, the deputy district attorney, writing false lies and emails about me. Chad, do you think the government should lie about you, or are you part of the government that lies about people? Don't be a Chad, Chad. Okay, so keep going here, keep going here, keep going here. Come on, we got to get back to September, because we got to get to September 1st, then I can end this madness on this Facebook channel, and then I can start it on another one. Yeah, so here's Chad's comment. Overreach. What am I overreaching on? Should I not obey the court's orders? There you go. What is my overreach, Chad? What part have I overreached on, other than I put it online and you're probably a government employee that doesn't like it? Probably one of them corrupt government employees, are you, Chad? Let's keep scrolling here so we can waste some more time to get back to it and get closer to the end, maybe. October 12th, we're over halfway through the month of October. We already saw this. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, this was, we did this part last night. Wonder if the court, I'll bet you they just, yeah. It's kind of a huge project they gave me, actually. Kind of a huge project. Scrolling down through all this stuff. Not seeing some extended forever conspiracy as you do. Well, I don't know how old you are. I know how old I am and what I've seen in life. What absolutes have I put out there other than the attorneys are lying sacks of shit? The only absolutes I think I put out there are the things that have happened to me. I mean, if the government had just left me alone and let me run my business instead of violating my rights and trying to make up false claims. So I don't know what absolutes there are that I put out there other than the things that I put on the videos. Yeah, hey. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Like I said, Chad, I just appreciate you watching, sir. Going past good old District Attorney Woodbury. Hey, we're October 6th. We're getting closer to back to where the computer fucked up and lost my spot. Let's see here. 1,700 shares. That was a good video, wasn't it then? This is October 5th. And Chad, we talked about absolutes, but so this William H. Scott Jr., he was the Nevada Attorney General, Chief of Investigations. I just talked about corruption in government. This guy's driving around being an asshole. What absolutes am I talking in, buddy? What absolutes? Anyways, everybody's starting to watch, going back through, trying to get back to the last video where I mentioned Lindsay Liddell. Computer kind of fucked up, so I got to scroll back down to the bottom. Or I got to mention anybody that I mentioned, or excuse me, when I mentioned Alison Kertis, I got to get these two names together, Alison Kertis, Lindsay Liddell, the attorneys that represent the opposition in one of my lawsuits. I have to tell the court where I hurt them and said their names. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back to October 1st. So this is where we started from, just about. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Still on October 1st. I think I was, what, September 23rd when the computer messed up. So September 30th. 65,000 people watching this channel. There we go. There's Stuart Hanty again. Carl Hall. So yeah, this is what they talk about when, why do these cases take so long? Because, well, I think corruption runs the system, and that's probably why it takes so long. Charlie Kirk. I think I was like September 18th. So I said it was, what, September 10th when Charlie got murdered. September 26th. Just need to make it to September 1st. And we can be done with this part of life, maybe. There it goes. September 25th. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Hey, Chad, you're making friends, buddy. Was that your goal, to make friends? You're successful. Stuart Hanty is a guy that he reached out to me a while ago and asked me if we could do some videos together, and he'd explain who he was, what he was. I like Stu. Yeah. He's just kind of like me. He's a symptom of the problem of the corruption, and he was on the inside. Here, this makes, so I got to say, a few thousand hours. Flip through their mumbles on Facebook. 2 comments a post. Yeah, I got 2 comments on that one. You're right, dude. 5 comments on that one. How many you got, buddy? Only 81 comments and 20. This one, though, I don't know. This one's kind of, you're just trying to be critical there, Chadwick. 81 comments, 2,200 likes. That means that one probably got about 10,000 views. 7 comments. Yeah, some don't get views, some do. This one's only got 726 likes, but I guess I wasn't really paying attention to that. I guess, Chadwick, you've got a comparison problem thing, I guess. But just remember, Chad, you're watching me. I'm not watching you. Oh, yeah, this one is pretty bad, Chad. This one has 7,700 likes. "11 comments. Not everything's a winner. Lots of them. You gotta lose a lot before you can win." one big win solves lots of problems, but life is a constant of losses, I think, is what life is. And you just have to enjoy the wins when you get them. I'm seeing, hey, Chad, there's like no comments on this one, buddy. Good morning or afternoon. I would bet Chadwick is next. He's got to be some kind of government employee. Because the ones that like the system are the ones that are the government employees in the system that benefit from the system. They're the corrupt ones we got to get rid of. Are we September 22nd? So we got to start paying attention again here for, yeah, I still remember we saw these, saw those. I think I was September 18th when it cut off. Getting closer. Yep, because we talked about these dudes right here. There's the senator getting arrested, back pretty close to where it was when the computer failed. Yeah, Stuart Hanty. Stuart Hanty is the ex-highway patrol guy, retired from there, went on to become Mineral County Sheriff, chief of the tribal police, and then he helped a man named Roger Hilligus get his mother out of a nursing home, and he got prosecuted for, I think he got convicted of burglary for helping them remove this man's mother from a nursing home that, anyways, don't take people out of nursing homes, I guess, even if you're their family and all that other good shit. Yeah. Long, convoluted story. But that's Mr. Stuart Hanty. And I think he's a pretty good guy. Frustrated with the system like I am. Yep. Okay, back to scrolling. Close to that one. There's a senator. September 21st. Posted those. Talking outside, getting arrested. Okay, Kertis. So let's see. So I mentioned Kertis there. I think this one. Don't crash again. That would suck. Okay, let's go see if I put this one in there already. CFA. Nope, I think I'm back to where I need to be, it looks like. Okay. I think I had this one too, but I forget because I think, yeah, I saw this one. Let's just double check. Did I put that one in there? Nope. Okay, so we're back on track then. Back on track, trying to find the, there's that person there. And right, the real issue is, okay. Where we go here? Okay, what was this one? I think this one might be worth listening to.
Well, here, you're being cool. I'll share you. You want to see the band list?
No, that's nothing on that one. Maybe this one here, just being safe. They might have some duplicates on here, but that's their problem. they can figure out the duplicates as they got to watch all this shit since I had to gather it in the first place. Nothing there. Yep, mention their law group, so share that there. Harassment. Don't think I get that one there. Hey, I'll answer it, Chad. This ain't fucking healthy at all. That's the point. This is not healthy. The government is punishing me. This judge is punishing me when I've done nothing. The problem is the defense came and said that I harmed them somehow, but they can't point out to what harmed them. So I've got to waste my fucking life dealing with this. How is this healthy? You're right. It's totally not healthy. This is what you call damage to me through the system. That's what it is. Thanks for asking, buddy. Thanks for caring. There is a Nevada senator falling asleep in their car. Nothing there. Nothing there. September 17th. There. Nothing there. Oh. September 17th still. Just got to get to September 1st. Nothing on that one. There's the dude. There's the dean of the school. Dean of the school. Some more cops. Good God. Post night entry. Oh, gotta make sure I share this one too with him. I see the name Alison R. Kertis and the address and all that stuff for their law firm. And if you share a public address, they could accuse you of doxing them. So let's make sure we show this to everybody. I'm concerned about your behavior, which is hey, everybody, tell me in the comments what part of my behavior was inappropriate. When was I not polite? When was I not just following the rules of society? I wasn't even harassing them with a camera before. I wasn't looking around to make them wait to talk to me. Talk to them right away. Just polite and professional, I thought. Again, tell me if I'm not. This is last notice of mine that if you do not stop making threats and showing up unannounced at Build Our Center members and volunteers places of work, I'll bring it up in front of the judge. Denny, remember in that last email, she said she doesn't represent these people. Okay, that's that one, I guess. That was pretty horrible. Hopefully the judge doesn't throw me in jail for that one. What is this one here? Did I talk about the So she's telling me that I can't talk to anybody else that's associated with this. Yeah. What if I've got friends that go there? Yeah, we'll share this with them too. Just to get through this stupid, dumbass waste of time penalty. It's kind of fun how the judge gets to penalize me for this. Hey, Chad, I only got 14 comments in this one, in case you're wondering. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing. But there's nothing incriminating that I've said. That's the problem. I've said nothing incriminating, said nothing illegal. They just don't like the facts. That's nothing there. Uh-oh. Got to make sure we share this here because there's a picture of Ms. Alison Kertis and an email that I wrote. Sierra Crest Law. Oh, here's another thing. Keep going. None of these. REMSA attorney. This is the Transportation Authority. Nothing in those. This is the very first video I ever did here, Chad. Let's see what I said. This is a short from it. But this little dude right here, he looks like Papa Smurf. His name's David Grabble. And Papa Smurf came in and seized my documents and violated my Fourth Amendment rights while I was running my business. Oh, here we go. This is where Pecan Press published the email that Lindsay Liddell wrote. That list, nothing there. September 13th. Only 13 more days of posts to get through here. Charlie Kirk. And this one is, oh, crap. Well, I guess that's as far as I'm going to get now because the computer just went backwards again, and I'm going to take a break for a few minutes from all of this. So far, I think I've got about, 3, 4.5, 5 hours into this project for the court. I'm still not done. So anyways, I'm going to sign off for a little bit, get some lunch, maybe do another little live stream a little later. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate everybody watching. If you know any attorneys that want to help me, or if you want to help me, appreciate anything I can get. Y'all have a good day.